All right, let's talk about this solar panel that I'm throwing on the roof of my van. So started out with a 220 watt flexible solar panel. It worked pretty good, but since I've upgraded my lithium battery bank, I need more solar to charge it. So that's why we're putting this 450 watt solar panel up on the roof with this rack here. This is a Renogy 450 watt. It's bifacial. What a bifacial solar panel is, if you don't know, it means it can absorb sunlight from the bottom of the panel as well as the top. So if you're in a snowy area, if you're mounting it on the roof of a white van, which I am, if you, anywhere where sunlight can deflect and bounce back up, deflect, boom, up. Sure about that? Then you're gonna be able to absorb the sun's energy from the bottom of the panel too. So on absolute perfect conditions, there's a chance I could get more than 450 watts out of this solar panel. So we'll have to test that out when that comes. They got those little tabs that I cut out earlier. I got them setting on the 2x4 here so that we can get them welded. That kind of holds it flush to where the bottom of the solar panel would be. Sorry for all the background noise. It's like 100 degrees here today and it's super hot. So bear with me as the audio sucks. All right, this piece right here I made just a little piece we're gonna mount in the center of the back end here. And all that's gonna do is kind of protect my rear view camera and give it something to mount to. That way if I back into a tree or something, it's not gonna just rip my camera off. Hopefully it will catch this thing before doing that. What I'm doing here is just doing a test fit on the solar panel to make sure this thing fits correctly and get all my holes drilled where I'm going to be adding the bolts into it. That way I don't have to mess with this thing when it's on the roof of my van. Alright, we're going to get this bottle loaded up, take it over to the welding store, and get it swapped out so that we can get back to work. Right here, I'm getting this frame all sanded down. I'm using 120 grit sandpaper on my DA and getting this thing ready to shoot some primer on it. All right, you can see here I started sanding down the frame, getting this thing all ready. I'm scuffing it up with some 80 grit sandpaper, red Scotch-Brite, cleaning up some of the welds and getting this thing ready. Spray Raptor liner on it. Over here on the passenger side, I welded on these really thick tabs that I'm gonna drill and tap, and that's gonna be a mount for a ladder. All right, let's mix up some Raptor liner. This is a super durable product. I've used it on other bumpers and stuff I've built in the past. It's very scratch resistant, chip resistant. Probably one of the toughest things you can put on your vehicle. Alright, here's the finished product. It's a nice textured coating, very durable, and it's going to look great on the vehicle. Here I am putting that big old solar panel up on the roof. I got the rack on there already. We're going to get this thing bolted down and get the awning on next and see how it all looks. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I want to encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share. Any feedback you guys have, gladly appreciate it.